here. Today we have a couple of decorating dweebs. Ooh, that's a good one.
Dweebs. I like that one. That came from Steve's Bird Food on Twitter. I'm happy that not only Steve has an account, like a fan account, but the pigeon Steve's Bird Food has their own fan account as well.
Yeah, I mean, straight out of the gate, if we're going to talk about weird fan Twitter names, then, you know, you got Phil's Eyelash, you got Phil's Top Only Bar, whatever people want to make a reference to. Out of all of the things that people could be like, yeah, I'm going to brand my Dan and Phil account with that, Steve's Bird Food.
But wait,
Damn.
it goes
Taste.
deeper. The idea didn't come from Steve's Bird Food. It came from Steve Bird Food's dad.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to @Steve Bird Food's dad for coming up with the name Decorating Dweebs, which we are, everybody, because
Thanks, mate.
it do be time for us to decorate. Oof, it's exciting. Things are happening.
It's the final stage of getting a new place. Everything's in place. Stairs are in place. Stuff's in place. Now we just need to put some paint on the walls and we're good to go.
And then the place is a place.
Hi, I hope you guys are well.
Thank you, Eva Poop King.
Poop King!
We are doing very well, thank you. And if we're rating how weird you guys are as you flood into the show right now on a scale of @Steve Birdfood to Poop King, yeah, okay. Oh, we just have someone called Emma. That's a lot more normal. What do you have to say, Emma?
Hi. Oh God.
That scared me. There was a certain energy to that. I didn't trust that. That gave me anxiety.
It was also the oh God at the end. I'm like, what happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, was that just a reflection, or did you get jumped? Let's find
out. Like the outfits tonight. You guys look cool. Yeah. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. You have a nice day, Grace.
You have a
nice evening. I hope that
Thank you.
No matter what time of day, whether you're in London or that person that was in South America last week, that this is a good part of your day as you hang out with Dan and Phil. Thank you for choosing to spend some of your time listening to us clown idiots.
Yeah, I'm glad that you like our outfits. They're very relevant to a little segment we've got coming up later. I have been polishing my horns in anticipation.
Well, let's end the show. There we go, everybody. Thank you for coming. Phil just said he's
horns,
horns, and I'm ready to clock what?
Multiple horns.
Right. So we went to go visit our apartment yesterday, the Dan and Phil dream house that is being made, our forever home, which is, I don't know, is it?
Is it? I don't know.
It's just the next thing. But hey, everyone's been thinking about it like this is Dan and Phil Sims in real life. They got given that starting budget. Have they gone and just made a straight up owl slide? That is the question. And as Phil said, it's time to put paint on the walls. It's looking like it's there, people. And obviously it's there. Let's not be delusional. There might still be some time left, but oh my God, it could be happening.
I was surprised. Everything always happens at the last minute. Like, it's been looking pretty much the same for about 6 months, and then we went. And I was like, wow, okay. Yeah. Things have happened. Where's all this come from? So I'm very excited now. I'm like, yes, but now I know that the finish line is in sight. I'm really antsy to move. I'm like, I want to go now. I want to move now. I'm ready to go right now.
Oh my God, listen, Sarah knows.
Hello, doing some painting today. Hope you're well.
We are going to be doing some painting, Sarah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Sarah is painting our house. That's the plot twist.
Yeah, we got Sarah in our house.
Yeah.
Paint that feature wall green.
Yeah.
You would do a better job than us. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Yeah. So that's super exciting. You might have seen my tweet that showed what I'm being recommended on Amazon that I can take to the new house.
The man torso cushion. Yes.
Why?
In case anyone didn't see, how would you describe this thing that Amazon's... Because this is the thing, right? Amazon, they're listening to us right now. Hey, Alexa, how you doing? Probably somewhere. I just activated somebody's Alexa. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
They know everything about us. They know you better than me. And they said, Phil, today, you need to get
this. Right, okay. It's not just one item. I've got an entire shelf of items on my Amazon.
You want to peruse one of many of these?
Yeah, they are male torsos cut in half that you can cuddle in bed. And they're wearing a variety of different shirts. Some of them are completely naked. Some of them have got neck stumps, which freaked me out.
Ooh.
Why is there a neck stump?
I didn't see that.
But I've looked.
This isn't like a sexy anime pillow. It's not like a square body pillow with a cute person on it. This is just a scary man Johnny Bravo shaped chest thing. Are we here to kink shame people though? Because clearly you want it.
I'm not here to kink shame. It says, though, based on your shopping in home, garden, and tools. And I went back and looked at all of the things I bought. And nothing really shows up that relates to that in any way. And I think Amazon thinks I'm gay because they're all men. However, when I scroll down the shelf of these...
Where's the boob pillows?
Well, no, I scrolled down the shelf of these body pillows, and one was a boob pillow with full nipples. So it was like, hey... There's a 5% chance you might like the ladies. So here's
That's the Sarah Michelle Gellar in your sea of spiked angels.
Yeah. Here's some boobies. But then I clicked on that because I was like, that's funny. That's funny. But now I'm getting loads of weird giant breast pillows in my recommendation. So it's gone the other way now. Now I'm getting like, it's not just like a woman's body.
God.
It's like
Amazon
giant...
thinks you're straight. Phil, this is so... Are you okay? This must be a very upsetting time for you. Are you okay?
What? It's not just that, though. It's like giant boobs. Just boobs. It's not like the woman's body. It's just like a giant set of boobs I can like rest my head on. It's gone the other way. I don't know.
That
it's
sounds
weird.
Comfortable. I don't know.
Yeah.
We have a message here from someone that has OnlyFans in their name. Do I dare?
Do it.
Okay, this may be relevant. I'm scared.
Hello, besties. A happy Tuesday. It feels like a Thursday. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow. Okay. You know what? That was charismatic.
This
person could sell me something. Thank you. You took me on a journey there, and I trusted you. Hi.
But now
Thanks
you said
for
it's Thursday. Here. That's going to spin my whole week now because I'm feeling a bit Thursday-ish.
You know, speaking of being recommended things, like Tom Daley, the Olympian diver, whatever. He clearly did some kind of sexy photo shoot for a magazine. When I went onto Twitter and Instagram, it just was like, this is the top of your feed. And I was like,
immediately.
No offense to Tom Daley's amazing, sexy Olympian flesh and his very small Speedos. But both apps were really like, welcome to Instagram and Twitter today, Dan. This is clearly what you want to see. And I was like, it's 9 a.m. Let me live. So
this is what you need.
To all the AI listening, back off, okay, people. Stop judging us. So, Kyle,
hi. I wake up at 5:30 a.m. every Wednesday and Friday for these shows. You better appreciate me.
I appreciate you. I would not do that for anyone, Kyle.
You are fully
I appreciate
appreciated.
You.
Does that make you a full night owl or a very early morning owl? I'm not sure which, but thanks for doing it for us. I appreciate it very much.
An early bird or a nocturnal screeching freak? Pick your flavor.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Both,
well,
probably.
It's not a Thursday, but yeah, I mean, that's me. It's not Thursday.
It's a Tuesday.
That's Phil Day. Today it's Dan Day. And last Thursday, I was feeling slightly chaotic. And I said something and I was like, what did I say we were going to talk about? And then today I was like, oh, shit. I said I was going to spill some tea on what I am working on at the moment. And I did this completely forgetting what I'd already told people. And I feel like I'm going to get myself in trouble. But this is kind of fun. And I feel like 8 weeks in to these stereo shows, as you know, with these box boys, you deserve it. You're the dedicated people, and you're spending this time to hang out with us. And let's be honest, I keep vague posting about what I've been doing. Some of that, it is contractually secret. But guess what? Some of it isn't. And generally,
you need to make sure you say the right thing so they don't throw you off a bridge or something.
Yeah, Phil, you just need to start screaming or, I don't know, yank my headphones out or something. This is on you. I'm putting it on you. It's not on me.
Don't put it on
disclaimer
me.
to anyone listening. This is all
I'm
on
stressed
Phil.
now.
Disclaimer. There we go. Phil clicks the terms and agreements. Anyway.
Daniel Howell.
right, just jumping off. A couple of the things I said were ruined by COVID, which is, life and everyone's plans and everything. One of these things was a tour. That's right, everybody. I was going to do a new stage show because I had a period of reflection and I was like, after all the things I've ever done in my entire life, what did I like the most? One of those was going on tour, because not only for me, I mean, I like creating in long things, right? I'm not a Viner or a TikToker. It really pains me to even tweet. I don't do short little things, which is maybe why I was the worst YouTuber of all time when it came to regular content. I love doing really thick things, like one 45-minute long video after a year, or a book. That's just how my mind works. So I really loved, like, hey, Dan and Phil, Interact Introverts. This is 2 hours long, juicy, and I liked that. But then everyone got sneezing, you know what I mean? And it's something that's on the cards. I think that if people are wondering what it was, it would be, it would be 2021 Dan energy. Think basically I'm gay on stage, but with a different theme, production value, and exciting theatricality of the Dan and Phil shows. Because, Giant Microwave, that's a thing that we did. Well, that was your idea. Thank you, Phil. Giant Microwave.
You wouldn't have an actual giant microwave for the Dan show, though.
I mean, I'm not.
Don't get people's hopes up. We might still have it in storage. That'd save you some money.
My touring agent called me the other day and they were like, Dan, Australia's opening up. Loads of people, they're coming to Australia, they're doing Australia. Just do a tour in Australia. And I was like, what about the rest of the world? He was like, screw the rest of the world. That's their problem. Just come to Australia. And I was a bit like, I feel like I don't want to leave people out, but yeah. I mean, that's one thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
so that's something. Yeah, well, COVID is still here, but things are in some countries starting to open up. But we're hoping
it's a cheeky tease of the future. It's like a little bit of naughty ankle flesh being exposed from a Victorian maiden. You know what I mean?
You're saying once people can breathe in the same room, it's a maybe.
It's on the table. Another thing. Okay, this is interesting. Something that popped up super recently out of nowhere is somewhat COVID pending. So again. Let's not get too.
Well, everything is.
You never know what will happen. There is something that I could make shortly after the book comes out, and it is potentially a YouTube thing. Ooh. And it is. I would have the opportunity and the budget to make something quite cool, and it is to do with Pride in June. And I can't talk about it too much, but what I wanted to ask you guys today, which is something I don't usually do, is I am curious what you guys would want me to tackle in a next big Dan thing. So I'm going to ask the question now. Look, I'm going to, what do you... Oh my God, I just typed what ass. No.
What ass? What ass will Dan reveal next?
No.
I mean, you were showing a bit on your Insta story. If you look at some of those, you're like, "Wow, Dan."
What? Oh, yes.
On your tiny little.
You scared me. Then I was like, "Did I accidentally post something?" No, I did intentionally post that one thing. You're right, exactly. The question is, and I would love you to weigh in. If you could pick the topic for the next Epic Dan experience, what would you want to hear about? I'm not answering the question, but I'll say if it's something that could be really cool for me to tackle. This can be about gay shit, politics, queer rights, whatever you imagine this Pride thing could be. What would you want to watch something about? What would you see me talk about? Or not even that, just me, as anything about me is intrinsically gay. Let's just be honest about that. And I think about this a lot, Phil. I don't want to alienate the straights too much. A bit of moment for the straights out there, because who is Dan? Recently, I've got the gay thing going on. Before that, I was like the depressed guy writing the mental health book. And then I've always just been the painfully awkward, relatable, slightly angry boy little thing going on. So it's up to you. What are you into? Because I'm someone that is usually quite show instead of tell. I like to just surprise people with whatever my agenda is. But because of these little stereo shows and the conversational vibe we've got going on, I'm going to give some credit to you as well. I think that you guys are genuinely, mostly, quite clever and funny, and you have great taste, and I value what you think. So this is an interesting opportunity for me to hear from you guys. So please just drop me a message saying, oh, Dan, you should do this, and then I will see how I feel.
Yeah, I think that'd be interesting. I don't think you should worry about the straights, because they should also embrace all of the gay anyway. If they are an ally, they should just get involved with whatever you want to make. So I don't think
you are right about that, but also just for people's entertaining sake, I like anybody listening right now to be like, oh yeah, I'll get something from that too. So
yes,
I want to do that. I want to be there for you. Oh, we have one from Marit. Hi, what's up?
Please talk more about your experiences with therapy and medication, things like that.
Boom, Marit. I got good news for you. I mean, this isn't a spawn, you just asked me.
Yeah.
I go all the way into this in my book that is coming out in 4 weeks. Disgusting. I'm
so
shaking.
Soon.
I'm going to have to do so much. I'm scared. Anyway, yeah, there's whole sections about therapy, what I think about it, what it is, how it works, how to get into it, how to ask for help, medication, do's, don't, experiences, 360s or whatever. So if you want me to get all open and ugly about that, I do. So that's good. Thank you for asking. That's a good start, because it wasn't something that I haven't done.
Yeah. I was thinking, what would Dan in drag be like?
A disaster, because I have spent exactly about 27 minutes of my life applying makeup. You know, people, experienced drag queens are really so underrated, because they are not just comedians or dancers or whatever their actual talent is. They're also amazing makeup artists that are also stylists that either make their own clothing or at least have the vision to come up with concepts and work with designers. So the effort level to get into drag, it's like you can't compare a drag queen comedian and a regular comedian, because they do the same job, except the drag queen has got 11 other talents. So I mean, I think that's interesting, except Phil. I have none of those talents.
No, it is a real talent, and some people are like, and it's like, it's not something you can just do. It's like, go paint the Mona Lisa. I can't paint the Mona Lisa, and it's the same with that. But I do think
I'll do some groin stretches, and then we'll have a chat about that. Oh, Nell, hi. Oh my god.
Something to do with like Drag Race queens, but like just you in drag. Like I don't know why. Just like that'll be iconic. I don't know.
Great minds think alike.
Your minds.
We are one. The beams are coming out of my brain straight into yours.
Definitely. Although, I can't be too leaky. I'm going to get in trouble.
Leaky?
When it comes to this thing that I may have the opportunity to make something cool with, that box has already been ticked.
Oh, okay.
Not by me. That's all I can say.
You.
I think queer representation in media specifically is something that there's a lot of discourse on that is not necessarily handled in the most professional context. So I think I would like to see more of a deep dive on that.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And I think this is even a good example of something that the straights can relate to as well, and with other issues, just about how representation is so important for feeling like you're not weird. Like, for me, it's about, I didn't have any gay role models growing up, but a lot of people just don't see people like them, whether that's people of your ethnicity or even just your hobbies or what you're interested in. Like, people literally, before YouTube, if you were a nerd, you felt like you weren't a valid member of society unless you were like a captain of the football team or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you were Dungeons and Dragons in the basement, you weren't a valid member of society. And even now, thanks to social media, it's like, oh, okay, well, if someone like Hank Green can exist, I'm fine. That's representation.
I think with representation as well, like growing up, whenever there was someone gay who was in a movie or TV show, they'd always be either super miserable or they would die. Yep. And there was never just like someone who was incidentally gay, but it wasn't just like everything about them was about their sexuality. There was nothing like there's like, oh, these people are, or this person is gay, but the whole story isn't about them being gay, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
If there was a gay person, it'd be like, this is what they've been through, this is what's happening, then they die. And it's like, no, it'd just be nice to see some gay people just living normally within a different scenario, like a superhero movie, without them being like the gay person.
if you're any kind of queer, you know, bisexual, asexual, thing might be trans, non-binary, anything, and you just see these examples of yourself being represented in media all the time, but it's always so tragic. It can make you want to shy away from that and delay your coming out journey because you're like, oh no, I need some fun. I will say, firstly, for me, if I'm expressing myself creatively, I personally reserve the right to be miserable, so don't go looking for that for me.
Yes, completely.
Because that is me. But Nell, that's a good one. Definitely. All right, let's hear one from Ellie.
Ocean pollution, stuff like that, like ocean turtles dying and stuff.
Did you know when I was a child, I wanted to become a marine biologist. And I was obsessed with dolphins and whales. And when my grandma bought me a keyboard for like my 8th birthday or whatever, I composed a song called Save the Whale Waltz. And I performed it in front of my family.
Was it with actual whale speak noises? Like, ooh.
No, it was very tasteful and somber. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Is that why you were like obsessed with our fish tank, like getting the best plants and oxygen?
Maybe that's a deep part of me. Yeah, I'm like, I must rescue this diseased betta fish and give it a beautiful home, and I did that. Yeah, for sure. That's wow. Yeah, I mean, Ellie really uncovered something deeper. I will say for you, Phil, if I'm just going to drag you into this, I feel like if we are not drag or drag. Don't worry. You know, we were talking about other things that we did back in the day that never happened. I still want the Phil game show to happen. I want this for you. I'm like Phil's mummager, everybody. You need to realize I'm like that little person that's like, Phil, you need to go out there and you need to do that thing because it didn't work out that one time, but that's some BS because we know that, you know, this is your destiny that we need to manifest.
I know it was something I really wanted to do. I think I should have more confidence because when someone says no the first time, I'm like, okay, never mind, but I should be like, no, I want to do this. I will find someone else. Yeah. But I think it would be good. It might happen in some other form. I
want to try again. Especially because the first time didn't really make sense. It was more like right now. And I'm like, okay, well, like right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What we learned from COVID was don't waste any time if any of us are able to do, if we have the privilege to be able to do anything, we need to make the most of it. No pressure, but also slight pressure. You know what I mean?
Mild pressure. Yeah.
Mild pressure to enjoy. Just an amount of pressure to motivate you, Phil.
Yeah. If not, I'll just do your ocean thing. I'll get in a submarine and I'll go save a turtle.
You're doing great, sweetie. Hi.
I just need you to do a remake of the Great British Bake Off, and then I think I can die happy. Thank you very much.
A remake? Oh, well, I mean, we all know how well that went. You remember us talking about missing the flight to Australia.
Oh no,
dear.
Don't bring that up again. Yeah, the baking is not our strongest point. But I think if you got asked to go on Bake Off, Dan, I think it would be funny if you did actually do that.
I mean, it can't possibly go worse than James A. Caster or Joe Sugg fainting. So,
Joe Sugg.
I mean, I say that somehow. I mean, let's be honest. do you see that going well for me?
No, I just see the steely gaze of Paul looking at you like.
Oh God, that genuinely gave me a moment of fear, and
we're
just talking about something.
Yeah,
right. Just staring.
Disappointment.
With his hands in his pockets, wide elbows. Yeah.
Personally, I really struggled with people pushing me to come out before I was ready, before I had accepted it myself at all. And like, obviously, both of you had something similar, so it'd be really interesting to see you address that.
Defo, that is a great one, and it's something that I kind of touched on in the gay video, but there's more to do. Definitely,
yeah,
I could go quite deep.
You could go deep on that. That's a big thing for everyone that's needs to come out or wants to come out about something. And there's always pressures to do it before you're ready, or maybe you're not ready and you're like, maybe I should do it. So I think there's a lot of stuff you could cover with that.
It's that whole thing of people, and this is just a natural human thing, not realizing that them curiously discussing something may be like profoundly making someone feel very difficult for something that you don't know that they're going through. Because they haven't discussed it yet. And that applies to, that's like mental health as well. You know what I mean? Like if you're judging someone who might seem depressed or someone that is a bit anxious or someone that's super stressed, then that's very similar. So people should just generally, especially on social media,
that's
opining about people.
That's similar to your tweet where you said if someone's feeling socially anxious, you shouldn't pressure them to go out. And I guess that's the same thing. If someone's like, no, I don't really want to come today, then you've asked them, so that's great. You're like, hey, do you want to come to this thing? But when they say no, you can't guilt them because there could be other reasons you don't know about.
I just know that people are going to be like, oh my God, we're going to do all this stuff. And if I'm like, I don't want to do that because I just don't want to, they'll be like, but COVID, you spent all that time inside. And it's like, but I just like being alone sometimes. It's not you, it's me. Let me vibe.
Just do it like that with that song.
Yeah, I'll do exactly that. Absolutely.
Yeah. I can't say no to that.
Also, Phil, we tried to pitch an interactive show to Netflix.
Yes.
And that's another thing that we forgot because of COVID. We need to get back on that. Who knows?
That could still be in the works, because that was one of the things where we were like, we're going to have a meeting, and then it all fell through because of COVID, and then we were like, I can't make this because of that. So
that was one of the things, by the way, that I had. I saw people like, where they were like, Dan, why did you go to LA? And I was like, meetings. They're like, what the hell does that mean? It's like that.
Yeah.
It's just that. I don't know. It's not that interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it could be interesting if it happens, but it's one of those things you've got to pick up again.
It's not interesting because it's your life every single day. It's what people do for 9 hours a day, and 99% of it never comes to anything. But you'd never know, just in case, when something pops up out of the blue.
And there's nothing worse than being like, hey, I'm working on this really exciting thing, and then it doesn't happen. So it's better not to say anything.
Let's put some respect on your name as the OG of interactive video on YouTube, using YouTube annotations to do interactive adventures back when no one even knew what the hell was happening.
That was so good. I miss those annotations. You could do so much fun stuff with it. And I guess you could use a card, but it just doesn't feel the same as clicking on a little, nose of something to take you into another dimension.
From the mind of Phil, absolutely. Oh, hey, Kate.
It's not very deep, but I'd love if you do something in fashion.
Ooh, maybe.
Fashion.
I mean, honestly, I need to work on my confidence generally, and that's just a thing that I know. And especially as I'm going to have to put myself out there for the book, it always takes quite a lot of effort for me. And with I don't know, like fashion's a whole thing. I mean, what are we talking about with fashion? Are we talking about the ethics of the fashion industry? Or are we talking about the history and the art side of fashion? Or are we talking about the society side of fashion and what it makes us think looks good and feels good and, that whole kind of thing? There's so many interesting angles to it.
Strutting down a catwalk.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I wish I was in a K-pop band where there was a budget to give me 17 stylists and a whole concept every time I leave the house. But usually it's like, here's some black trousers that I have. But what, would that be fun?
I was going to wouldn't that be so nice if someone was just like, here's your clothes. They fit you so well because I already know because I've measured them exactly and had them tailored to your legs. And wear it today, and then they give you something else the next day. You don't ever have to think about it.
I mean, it's even just the fun of being able to creatively express yourself by what you wear that way. It would just be amazing. Like, if you knew you were doing some kind of show or a tour or going to an event, and you were like, oh my God, I want to work with this designer, in the way that drag queens do, where it's like, I want to basically create an artistic moment, maybe make a statement about something, or maybe just express myself in a really fun, creative way using what I wear. And that's not something I have done in my life yet, because we've always just considered ourselves too casual, or honestly not had the confidence to want to do that kind of thing. But it's something that I think I would have lots of fun doing. I like the idea of it. So who knows, maybe in the future I can convince myself to step into my fantasy comfort zone out of my real one and see if I can manifest that.
Believe in yourself.
I want to see you do that. And also, I want to try and scam a piano. That's on my project list. So, right, in our I really want a grand piano, right? I've never had one. I've always just had keyboards my entire life. Real pianos are beautiful, but me being ignorant, I went on Google and I was like, how much are grand pianos? And then I was like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Like, this is moments in life sometimes where you're like, I think I'm at this level, and then you're like, no, I'm not. Never mind.
The same price as the house.
I have a vague fantasy of like partnering with some music because, you know, as well, I think sometimes in life, and this is just a bit of Dan wisdom knowledge for everybody, sometimes you have to set yourself challenges that seem terrifying and are out of your ability just to like force to motivate yourself. A really silly example is the piano song that we did at the end of Interactive Introverts. Because this was before, like right now, I'm being quite good at trying to get back on the piano train and teach myself new pieces and stuff and this, that, and that. But a few years ago, before we did the last tour, I really just hadn't touched a piano for years. And then I think it was you, I'm going to throw you under the bus. They were like, oh, Dan, you should play the piano. And everyone was like, yeah. And I was like, I can't. Like, I can't. And I was terrified. I was terrified. I mean, you remember, Phil, I was practicing this thing every day until like 4 a.m. for months just to drill it into my muscle memory. Yeah. And I would just have nightmares about what would happen if I forget where my hands go. And it was awful. And that was just an absolute I mean, if you're going to have nightmares about like public speaking and then you're naked or something accidentally, it was like that for me, honestly. I was like, oh my God. But we're going around the world on this tour and I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. We did 100 shows and you did it right every time, so you didn't need to worry. Also, you were following me doing a rap, which I feel is scarier than playing the piano. I'm sorry. It was.
Yeah. But that's just a great example. Sometimes you really just need to be like, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then as time gets closer, you're going to be like, I am an idiot. What have I committed to? But then sometimes that's what you need to kick yourself under the bum. Well, thank you. That was actually... You know when I said sometimes you guys surprise me and you have great ideas and you're clever and funny and have good taste? You did that. So thank you.
Yes.
That's very interesting. Well, let's see what happens, people.
Ooh.
I can't believe my book's coming out in 4 weeks, though. That's awful.
That's
it's
so
great,
soon.
But it's amazing. Sorry, it's amazing and it's exciting and it's going to be great. But I am shitting.
Okay. Well... It'll be fine, Dan. It's all going to be fine. Can we talk about why I have the horns that I've been polishing?
Yeah, and that's actually, it's a good segue from Interactive Introverts, because we, what was that thing we did?
We did Wholesome Howl and X-Rated Lester.
Yeah, kind of similar to that.
X-Rated Lester.
I do want you to promise me right now that you will stop saying you are polishing your horns, because you are making me deeply uncomfortable.
They need to sparkle.
Okay. Well, you can introduce this. It was your idea.
Okay, this is my idea. It was something I did in Phil and Friends, so I wanted to do it again. We're going to do some good advice, bad advice. So I'd like you guys to ask us some funny advice questions about your life, something you're struggling with, and we will either give you good advice or bad advice, and we'll swap places each time, and then decide who gave the best answer. So, Dan, can you write it in? You're better at writing than me.
Hell yeah, I'm multitasking. Woo!
I was listening back to some of the stereos and just looking at some of the things that we've talked about, and literally half of these text boxes that we've written have had typos in because I wrote them while I was trying to talk at the same time. But this
one, as hell.
Let us give you advice. Funny. There we go. So, example, Dan, I want you to give me some bad advice for this. My hair's got My hair has got really long.
Yeah.
What should I do with it when I get a haircut?
I think you should show off your head shape by shaving your entire head, apart from a really long curtain at the very back, from like the left to right of your ears. So it's like a little rat tail shower curtain going on, and then just a really shiny, bright white. Phil, can you imagine how white your skull is?
I can't even imagine. I think it would pierce people's eyeballs. Their corneas would fall out.
We need to see that for science, definitely. And then I think you should take the other hair and you should attach it to parts of your body that don't have hair, like your elbows and your shoulders. And then that is a whole fashion moment. And that is genuinely what I think you should do. And I'm going to cut your hair off while you sleep.
That is terrible advice. Thank you. That's what we wanted from this segment.
I'm being serious.
Am I super gluing this to my body, the hair where I don't have hair?
That's up to you. You can do it.
Okay, I'll figure it out. Oh, we've got one already. Right, Dan,
Let's come in.
You're going to give good advice on this. I'll give bad.
Okay, let's hear it from Honey.
Okay, so I'm an actress. How do you cry on cue? Give me some advice.
Okay, good advice. Well, the first one is to work on your emotional vulnerability generally. If you're someone that isn't in touch with your emotions, being an actor, it can be quite hard. So firstly, you need to go to therapy. You need to be comfortable with your emotions. You need to be able to see the truth of situations in the universe and understand human connections and be in touch with your feelings and allow yourself to feel those feelings. And then when you get the material, as you would trying to get into your character, you need to empathize deeply with the story. What is your character going through? Even if that isn't your story, you can empathize with it. You can feel for them in the same way that you would cry watching a sad commercial that has been designed to tweak your heartstrings insidiously, and you can use that power for yourself, or even Pavlovianly train yourself like a method actor by drawing on a time from your life and then try to set up some kind of psychological stimulus to make you cry whenever someone goes banana. So then when you're doing a comedy sketch about falling over with a banana, or you're playing Mario Kart, you'll just erupt into tears and everyone will think you're weird.
Nice. That is some good advice. Okay, my advice from the bad side, from the dark side, is, first of all, go to your kitchen and get some cereal and put it in your pocket. Then I want you to go into your garden and get some fire ants and put them in your pockets. They've got something to eat, but they're still kind of vibing in your pocket. Then when you're doing your scene,
so
put your hand in your pocket when you're meant to cry. The ants will think you're some kind of eagle taking their food and bite your hand, and the pain from the ant bites will make you cry on cue every time.
Wow. Well, you know what? That would work. So,
it would.
I feel like that's maybe even good advice, Phil. It's just bad good advice. It's just good.
Be.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I think we both did well on that one.
That whole journey scared me. The whole entire walk up there, I didn't like it.
How do I find a boyfriend when I never leave the house and I hate online dating?
I think you should just find the first boy you see, wolf whistle at them, and then go, be my man, and then assert dominance over them. You just walk up to them and then just dab really aggressively until they start cowering. And then kind of like some kind of warthog relationship, once you've asserted dominance, this man will just follow you around, he will simp for you, and you don't need to worry about it, and you can exchange them for any other man when you want.
That's terrible. I feel like you could make it more terrible by getting one of those hoverboards and just T-posing as you roll towards him and scream at the top of your lungs.
That is exactly the energy that I'm going for, Phil. Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly that. What a great...
That's what you can do.
We are on the same wavelength, exactly.
Yeah.
Find that cute boy, hover up to him in the library, hit that T-pose.
Yeah. I mean, I think it must be hard if there is COVID and you can't really go outside where you are. But when things start to open up again, if you don't like doing it online, you're going to have to join some kind of activity or club or something like that. So if you're into rock climbing, go to rock climbing club. You might see someone there that's like, hey, I'm Brent. I love walls as well. And then you've got something in common and you can be like, yeah, I can climb to the top. Watch me go, Brent. And then you'll be married within 6 months.
Yeah, or do what all of our gay friends do, which is just post thirsty selfies on Instagram with hashtags and then just sift through the creepers that are following you until you find one that seems to be normal and shares some of your interests.
Yeah, because then that's not really online dating. It's just like online thirst trapping.
Approved by Phil Lester. Thanks!
Yeah!
Well done! We've got one here from Antonio.
How will I kick my Coke Zero addiction? Because I can make a 20-pack disappear in less than a week. Please, help me. Help me.
Well, I've got a great start to you. They've just changed the recipe of Coke Zero, and it's disgusting all of a sudden.
Oh my god, it's so much worse. Why is it so much worse? What did they do to it? I don't like it at all.
It's good to hear that you have taste. If anyone tells me they like Diet Coke, I am kink shaming you right now. That's freaking weird.
It's worse.
But
the new Coke Zero... The new Coke Zero kind of tastes like that fake Coke. Do you know that you'd get in an ice pop or something? Yeah, it's really weird. It's like almost tastes a bit floral, like flowery.
So
I'm not
I
into
have
it.
great news for you. Your life might have already been ruined. Good advice done, Tick.
Yeah.
Phil.
What you should do is buy 100 air humidifiers and then pour Coke Zero into them instead of water.
Oh, for God's sake.
So you'll be constantly breathing this Coke steam, and it will make you hate the smell of it so much, you're not going to want to drink it anymore.
Yeah, I feel like I need to disclaim that might be like incredibly dangerous, so don't do that. But yeah, that's good, bad advice. Well done, Phil.
Yeah, don't actually do that, you will die.
In the interest of us not getting sued, let's do one more and then move swiftly on.
So my friend has this obsession with plants and she cannot stop buying plants. Her windowsill is filled with plants. So do you have any advice on how I can tell her that she needs to stop?
Yeah, tell her that actually all of these plants are gonna just take all of the atmosphere out of the room, and then you're gonna die in the night. Or just be like, actually, if too many plants get together, then they'll just start growing in your sleep, and then you'll wake up and your entire body will just be wrapped around with leaves, and there'll just be little polleny things dangling in your face. And then hopefully your friend will be so traumatized that she just yeets them all out the window.
That was bad advice. I think good advice would be to say something subtle so you don't offend your friend. You could just be like, hey...
Everyone thinks you're a freak.
No.
It's not cute. This isn't your brand. Nobody likes you, Tina.
You could say like, hey, I was going to get you a plant, but then I realized you've got so many, it would be weird to get you another plant.
Yes. Well done. Oh, okay, let's get one more.
What is the correct way to measure a penis?
Okay, that's the end. Well, this was a fun game. Right. So on the Dan Tuesdays, I've been doing the thing where I rhyme something with my name, and the struggle bus, I've been hit by it and killed by it. But you inspired me, Phil. When you posted on your Instagram that photo of our new hallway, and people were like, what's for real in that door? Because what did you say?
The dungeon.
You said we had a dungeon in our house.
Yes.
What is in our house? Because here's the thing, people. Dan and Phil, they've been doing Sims IRL. They've been designing this house. But if you don't know, I would be very curious to know what you think Dan and Phil have put in their dream house that they've designed. What crazy features, questionable taste moments, or secret rooms do you think are hidden from our hallway? Please chime in with what you think what will be in Dan and Phil's new house.
I'm excited for your ideas. We could even change one of the rooms. There's still time. I always wanted a trampoline, but the injury...
Inside or outside?
No, well, outside, but the injury aspect, I think, is too high for me to use a trampoline. So what if an indoor room was fully covered in trampoline material, but on every wall and ceiling? So then there's no way you can injure yourself because everything's a trampoline. Why do you need the metal edges?
See, I'm being real with you guys. We have designed the floor plan of this house. This is something that Phil could do, and this is how his mind works. This is what I have been working with for about 4 years.
Yeah.
Please pray for me.
Forget anything functional. Trampoline room. It's the way to go.
Yeah. I know that something people always say is, I want to slide. I want to connect with my inner child. Let's bring slides back. It's like, firstly, a slide into the stairs. It's like you're trying too hard. And also, slides burn your skin off. They're not that fun. And also, you're going to need either a 17-story house to have a fun slide, or it's just going to be the widest, ugliest, and most expensive short 3 seconds of your life ever.
It will. We've got one.
I am anti-slide. Oh, let's hear.
A giant microwave.
For God's sake.
Oh, not the microwave. Like I said, we've still got some tour stuff in storage, and I think the microwave is you could literally put it on one of the walls. Might be a bit tatty by now.
We have something to make. We have a giant dill head made out of papier-mâché in the gaming room in the apartment right now. And we need to put that somewhere. Phil, I love dill, and I love the legacy of our stage shows, but I'm not carrying a meter-wide giant dill head in the new place. We need to find somewhere for it.
I think we should mount it like a deer and just put it on the wall like a deer head.
That's absolutely terrifying.
Absolutely massive greenhouse for all of Phil's plants.
Oh, hey.
That's quite necessary, isn't it?
That would be cute.
Yeah.
Make it an entire internal, external, a greenhouse.
I'd say.
Would you like that, Phil?
Yeah, they're mainly house plants. So if they all had their own room, they could chill with each other, and then we could play music for plants, which is an amazing Spotify playlist, which is just plant music. So we could do that, and then it'd be like a Zen plant room.
That is an actual good suggestion. Okay, this is going too well right now. I'm scared.
It is.
I'm
what have we got next?
I feel like there will be popcorn ceilings.
Ceilings?
Ceilings? Maybe
what
with
the hell
some
is
kind
the popcorns?
Like a mechanism. So instead of a fire sprinkler, it could release popcorn on the hour, and you can just stand underneath it.
Okay,
and
Phil,
eat one.
Look, I don't want to rain on your parade, but I don't like how. What?
Rain on my parade with popcorn, Danny.
Just invent that machine. Could we get a popcorn machine? Here's the thing with popcorn machines. They make shitty popcorn.
Yeah.
Microwave popcorn is good popcorn, or cinema popcorn. I like microwave popcorn. Have you ever had popcorn out of one of those little popcorn machines at a fair and it hasn't just tasted stale?
Yeah, it doesn't taste. We bought one and almost exploded it as well. It's not good. So maybe.
That being said,
it
is kind of cute though. You know what? I feel like we should, in our little nerdy TV room, we should get a popcorn machine.
Okay.
Can you? Because, like, what does a popcorn machine do? It just pops the corn, right?
You can get some that, like, warms the corn, and you can get some that makes the corn. So it depends.
Can you pop microwave corn in a popcorn machine?
I feel like that's
big brain time.
That's like dividing by zero.
Big brain time.
You're going to burn the house down.
It's going to happen.
I do think you guys would put a movie theater, not like a gigantic one, but definitely roomy enough for you and the two other friends you guys have.
I mean, that's generous to assume that we have two friends that would still want to talk to us. But you're right that we stay inside and we spend a lot of time looking at screens, and projectors aren't that expensive. So, Phil, hey, you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Room.
I'm thinking what you're thinking.
Projector, not popcorn pipe. That could be a good idea. Michelle with the good taste.
A full wall of Mario Kart would be awesome.
And probably bad for our friendship, because I do get quite violent. We did Mario Kart online the other day, and I was a bit shouty.
I mean, it was very intense. We were playing online against the sweatiest players that you've ever experienced.
Nobody plays Mario Kart online anymore.
They were so mean.
Sweatiest people. And they are so mean and petty. God.
Yeah.
I'm going to snap just thinking about it. Okay, let's get one more.
It was very dramatic.
From Andy.
Have you given yourselves a bath that you can actually lie down in because you're so tall?
Hey,
yeah.
That's a real. That is a real.
It's a real
problem
issue
in our lives. I don't understand. Do you know what it's like to have cold knees in the bath? Check your privilege, short kings.
There is a bath, and it is longer than a normal bath, but you can't get one that a fully 6'3" person can lie down in, because that's just like an insane clown bath, and it would look really crazy.
A clown shoe bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's slightly bigger than a standard bath, which I can't even sit in properly at all. So I'm excited to have slightly less cold knees.
And you know me, I'll probably be posting more weird cursed selfies from the bath, because I have done a few of those over the years, definitely. Well, is it? Are we really going to move house, Phil? Is it time?
It's going to be a reality. I think it's going to happen. We're going to be moving boxes next week. I think we won't be moving in next week, but boxes are going to start to move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a thing.
And what does that mean?
Well, that means that Box Boys is going to go back into the box.
Oh my God, the lockdown lads are free. Well, we're still lockdown lads. We're just maybe free in another location. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to become very busy, And
based on the amount of boxes around us, we had a little reality check, and we have to start packing. We have to start packing and taking things to charity and throwing stuff out like right now, because this is a long process and we are not idiots. And if like, I cannot be doing all this book stuff when my life is going to be crazy while this is happening. So we had a chat and we need to get real. So it may be the case that our time together on these shows it's reached its point. You know, the whole point of this was to be the thing that we did in this transitional period of our lives, to spend time together, to give Dan and Phil someone to talk to that wasn't each other, and something to do while it's impossible to create anything else. And are we finally going to be spreading things?
We are going to be... You're going to be in book life. I'm going to be in box life, trying to get everything packed up. And then we're going to be in moving life. But you guys hanging out with us has been so great to talk to people that aren't just Dan. I've enjoyed it immensely. Yeah.
I mean, we're going
it's been great.
to one last show on Thursday. We're going to give Phil his chaotic game night, and then it'll be time for us to very, very literally pack it in. But it's quite exciting. You know, here in the UK, people are getting vaccinated. Our house is nearly ready. There's Dan content on the horizon. What the hell is happening? It's been a time for the last recent period, but things are looking exciting. So we're very appreciative of all the time that you've spent with us. And I guess Thursday will be a party.
Can you believe we've done 15 shows? It's gone by so fast.
That's disgusting. 8 weeks. 8 weeks.
That's like
Think
a whole...
about your life, people. This thing that we've been doing, 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
Gone.
It's
Thanos.
like a whole
snap
season of a TV show we've done. It's like
a
lot. Anyway, we should do some shoutizzles to the people.
Yes, because we've introduced this very recently. But to the people that have clicked on Phil's profile and become a fan by subscribing, then we have been donating the money to AKT, the wonderful charity, and we've been giving some thank you shout-outs to these people after the show, so we'll do this now, and it's been very cute. We've appreciated that, so please, who wants a shout-out, send us a message.
Yeah, say something, maybe tell us how you found our videos, give a fact about yourself, anything like that, and we'll give you some shout-outs. Now, we got the first one already, straight away.
Here's a big hello from the entirety of the DDR group chat. I'm pretty sure we're all watching right now, so hello.
Hello,
Thank
DDR
you.
group chat.
Is that Dance Revolution or like Dan's dangly retinas or something else?
I don't want to know what that stands for. That was from Phil's Boobies as well. Maybe that's why I'm being recommended all these giant boob pillows on Amazon. Who knows? It's come full circle. You played DDR today though, didn't you? That's funny.
I did. I was like, I need to do some sweating because I'm not going outside. And I did. It was a mess.
Yeah. We've got another one.
Bro, my thumbs are so fat.
I know, I was trying to do it. I was like,
The button to play the messages is so small. And honestly, if there's like a second of awkward silence, it's me just like...
we're both trying to do that.
Stabbing the screen like a boomer.
Dan, you do it so we don't both press it at the same time.
I would like to shout out my best friends, Jill and Kenzie, because I know for a fact they're listening to this, and they deserve the world, and they're wonderful people, and I love you guys so much.
That is some wholesome shit right there. Thank you to Sam, and shout out to Kenzie and the other friend whose name was Jill. It's wrote Chill in the chat. You should name Jill Chill.
Jill and Chill.
Thanks to the three of you.
Yeah, that was nice of you. Dedicating a shout out. Hello to you three. Yes.
Oh, what would that be like?
I hope before your show ends, I get to say that I love you guys, and I really wish I could see you again here in the Philippines. And yeah, please stand NCT Moontail. Thank you.
Gotta get the shout out in.
Cara, I had such a good time in the Philippines, Cara. It was great, and I would love to go back one day.
Are you craving that Jollibee, Phil?
I am craving that Jollibee like you would not imagine.
Absolutely. I mean, definitely. The viewers in Manila do get the award for all time for being the most passionate audience that we ever performed in front of live. So you got that piece of us. Don't worry about it.
That was so exciting.
Hey, Ruth.
Hey, guys. I just want to say that I am genuinely happy for you guys to go into your home. Congratulations. I hope it's everything you want it to be and everything you need it to be.
Oh, you guys are being so nice.
That's so sweet. Thank you, Dan and Philo. I'm going to try not to fall down the stairs immediately, so I'll hang on to that handrail.
It feels so weird because we've been Dan and Phil for so long in all these weird places, and it finally, because like, let's be honest, me and Phil don't have a life, we don't go anywhere or do anything or buy anything. We're not very interesting, and this is like the first thing that we'll have like got for ourselves, and that is very nice and cute, and it feels like it makes me feel like an adult. Which I don't ever. I'm like, oh my god, am I a real person now? That's exciting. So thank you, I appreciate that. Pam, what up?
It's close to 4 a.m. now in Bangkok, and
wow,
close to tears because I can't believe that next week is in the next 2 days is going to be your last show.
I know. Fond for what it's been. I honestly, I might be like, I missed this.
Yeah.
We might have a domestic incident just because we have been used to venting by talking to other people.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for staying up so late to listen to us. That means a lot.
Seriously, I really appreciate that.
I was going to say, at least you'll get some sleep now, just for a bit, you know?
I've been to Bangkok, and I wish we had your warm, humid air right now. So if you want to trade, hit me up. I don't like the snow, but thank you for listening. All right, let's get a couple more. Hi, Cassidy.
I want a shout out, please. I bought your book, Dan. It comes out May 18th. That's my birthday. I'll be turning 22.
Taste on the birthday. Look
Amazing.
at that stars. I feel like Cassidy manifested my book into existence. Thank you. And she said she pre-ordered my book. Well, thank you very much.
Happy birthday for them.
That. I hope that it helps you. I hope that it makes you laugh. You enjoy reading stories and things. Me and, lots of classic Dan waffle. And also if you learn a bit more about your mental health and it makes you happier, that'll make me happy. So thank you, Cassidy. Oof. All right, Phil, thumb test. Hit the final one.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, my name is Vrouwtje. I'm Dutch, which you could probably guess by my name. But yeah, thank you for the show. It was amazing. I hope you guys have a great night, and I also wish you guys a lot of luck with moving. So yeah.
We're gonna need it. Thank
you, Frokia. That was really nice. While I was trying to walk across all of the boxes in the box room, I did put my feet through about 6 of them, so that's going to be a challenge to carry them all out without injuring ourselves. I think the giant pig is going to fall out of one and land on my feet.
There was a box that was labelled alcohol very heavy that had all of the spirits that we never drink in it, and Phil tried to pick it up and the handle ripped off. So this is the chaos that we have to look forward to imminently. But we appreciate it. So thank you, everybody. We will see you on Thursday, same time as usual.
They were so wholesome. Thanks for coming to the show, and we'll see you on Thursday. Did you just say Tuesday, or did I don't know. Thursday.
The day is Thursday. Thank you for listening. Have a good evening, everybody. Ciao.
Bye.